As part of the 17.1 release, we've done some iteration on the standard chart dialog. Right now I see a data set, and if I go and create a chart out of the data, you'll see this chart type dialog display with an options of how I want to create a plot out of the data set. One of the first updates that we've made is removed the measures option from pie charts. Now, only a categories group is shown as an option to make a pie chart, which means it only takes one column as opposed to multiple. If I click apply and a pie chart is displayed, you'll see that it only uses one dimension to separate groupings out of the pie chart, whereas the measure dimension was taken out because it confused users and didn't add much to the data set. Besides this, we also added more aggregate methods to charts. So for example, if I go to a bar chart, we used to enable only one aggregate method for the y-axis, which is normally a numeric data type. If I keep my participant ID and add a spot count to the y-axis, you'll see that this aggregate method dropdown is newly added to the sum of spot count label. By default, it sums up the spot count, but if you click on this dropdown, you can see the 5 or 6 aggregate methods that you can use for the numeric type. If I were to click mean, this would give me the average of spot count for each participant ID. And so if I click that, you'll see that it gives me the mean, and the label on the side of the graph is updated accordingly. Besides the aggregate, we've also updated the drag and drop behavior of labels on the chart type dialog. For example, if I go to a box plot and I have the participant ID as the x-axis category and the spot count as the y-axis category, but I actually want the spot count as the color category, I can now drag and drop the spot count label to the color category without having to remove it and reapply the label. Normal behavior of taking a column from the right and putting it on the left still remains, but you can change these columns using the drag and drop behavior and move them around as you wish before creating a chart out of the data. Also, we've updated some binning controls and other layout features on the customized look and feel. These are organized a little bit more logically, and if we look at a chart type such as a scatter plot, then the controls on the right-hand side for binning and grouping make it so that you do not have to overwrite the color, opacity, and jitter point values for normal scatter plots. So as you can see, when I click Always Group by Density, the options on the left are grayed out because they are overridden by these options so that you know that you have to have one or the other and not both.